Hi, I'm John. This is my show, American Scheme, where I'm proving that Diana Ross is Michael Jackson's actual mother. So, on the news today, on the Yahoo News thing that I look at all the time, so I saw this headline that said, Jackson family responds to Leaving Neverland by releasing 30-minute documentary of their own. Okay, so I was like, okay, well, I know that Taj Gibson, that's Taj Gibson's supposed to be working on some kind of documentary, and I've, heard that he's obviously taken donations. I hear a lot about the talks of sending donations for Taj Gibson's documentary, and so now I'm confused, and there's the thing, so this has created a lot of confusion for me. I'm not even sure what the hell's going on. I'm like part of the community, and I'm showing you, it's like, now imagine people that aren't actually even a part of the community. Okay, if I'm confused, then what the hell are they? I'm actually trying to pay attention a little bit here. This is confusing the hell out of me. So let me show you why I'm so confused. So first of all, I thought Taj Jackson was doing a documentary, which I believe that he was taking donations, and I thought he was going to do it. That means he would have owned that documentary. It would have been done by him. But now this thing, and it says here that, it says that the Jackson family responds on this headline, and it says a documentary of their own. Okay, so that to me is stating that it's the Taj documentary, right? I mean, that's the way I'm seeing it. And I think it is, but it's not. And I'm totally confused. And I was wanting to see that thing, the Taj one, but this one that I saw, is this that one? And this one was junk. And and like I said, I'm not aware. So down here it says, directed by Eli Pedraza and released on YouTube on March 30th. It's called Neverland Firsthand. Okay, so that's the documentary. It was directed to that guy. So I went and looked at the documentary, and so this is it. This is the guy. This is the guy. So I thought it was Taj Jackson's thing, but it ends up being it's this guy. And I don't like this guy. This guy's not qualified in any way. The way all of his questions are leading, it's one-sided crap. It's just like the complete opposite of the Leaving Neverland. It's exactly a stroke job on this side. It is trash. The next 2 days, I'm gonna make videos, and I'm going to pull out the points that they were highlighting of what they thought were the strong points, and I'm going to frickin' dismember them and destroy it. Okay, that's what I'm going to do in the next two, because this was trash and disgusting. And that if this is the actual documentary that Taj did, I'm still going to give him a little credit, saying maybe he's still doing another one. Maybe this isn't that actual one. Okay, so here, let's watch this a little bit here. Let me show you.
This just gets wilder every single day.
Yeah, so, it gets wilder every day. He's just perpetuating more of the story. There's no finish, no conclusion. Right there, this is the end of his documentary. So the end of his documentary, he ends it with concluding, this just gets wilder. Let's make up more allegations. The thought goes on. No conclusion, no fucking resolution. His is it's getting wilder, which means he's enabling you to have wild imaginative thoughts about what you want to believe. It's fucking trash. So this guy, I hated him too. I freaking hated him personally. To everything he did, it was God. And so this guy though, he's more than just this guy. So this was, okay, Neverland Firsthand. Okay, this is it. Executive producer, Liam McQuan. Okay, this is that guy that you just saw. So not only is he the host here, he's actually the executive producer. And so what the executive producer means is this is the guy that put the money up. This is the guy that owns this documentary. This guy. And so not only did he, and when I would talk about one-sided crap, he put the money up, he hosted it, then let's watch the other thing. So then director, he had this guy direct it, okay? So you've got the director, and you've got the host guy, and then the editors. They're the two editors. So you've got the money man, who's the host, and you've got the director, And this film was edited by those two guys. Like, when you want to talk about a one-sided view of something, of what they're trying to do, there can't be any more of a one-sided picture. And then, is this the, like I'm still saying, is this actually the one that Taj was supposed to have been doing? Is this his? I'm like, I don't even understand what's going on right here. And I had seen that this, and then this has been out for a week. I had seen this in the thing. I just have not really been paying attention to it. The names on it didn't seem like something I needed to pay attention to until I saw that in the Yahoo News thing, it was saying that this is the one that you're supposed to be paying attention to. Like, so I'm not even sure still. I'm confused. And how could I have this much confusion? And so let me show you another part here on this thing. So, okay, and then the special thanks to Brandy. And then here where it says Taj Jackson and family. Okay, so Taj Jackson, he's the son of Tito, right? And then so I believe, I don't know which one its name it is, but it's one of Tito's son that is now acting as the executor of the Jackson estate for the children, the guardianship that Catherine used to hold, the title that she hold. She like relinquished that title to one of Tito's sons. Okay, so that son has a lot of actual power and control in the Jackson estate. The kids have the say, but he's the one telling them, okay, we want to do this, okay? So that you have the other people that are handling the money. Then they would talk to him, the Jackson guy. They don't talk to the kids, they talk to the Tito's son. They would talk to him. Then he would then relay the message to the kids. But then that guy could also have his own interest then, that he then talks to the other part of the estate people who are in control of the money. Then they could go back to the kids, and there's all kinds of ways that they're controlling the money. But this is very misleading. So there when it says Taj Jackson and family, okay, that means like the estate. That's freaking, what else would that mean? That's really what that's saying. And then, then it comes over to here, and okay, so it does this little part. Okay, right here. The Jackson family members featured do not profit from Michael Jackson's estate. So then they had to highlight to you that the two featured in this, so they're saying these two ones are not in, they're not actually directly connected to Michael Jackson's estate. But Taj is directly a brother of the one who is in control of it. He's very, very close. And it's the kids have the money, but then Catherine was a guardianship over that money, over the kids, to help guide that. And then she relinquished that to, like I said, one of Tito's sons. It's not Taj, it's one of the other ones. But they're there. There's much more going on here, and they are in control of Michael's money, much more than what you think. It's they would be, the Tito's son is the one. Catherine was in the one. She was in control of the kids. It's like they just get their checks and stuff, and then they have to sign things in here, and they have to approve stuff, but they're not like in charge of it. They're just kind of being told what to do, you know, but it's their money really, the kids. But there's all kinds of businesses and things going on. You know, Michael Jackson's estate, I'm sure there's a lot of employees still that are being paid, and there's a lot of business opportunities, and you got to talk about, there's just a lot of things going on. So there's a lot going on there and then Taj is really close to that. And so, like when they're saying here that they're not, you know, and then there's just a lot going on there. And when they're saying they're not making money, yeah, you're not making money directly, but you're very closely to the Michael Jackson name, and you're representing him. And so, here, I'm going to, real quick, one thing really quick too is, I'm going to dismantle this freaking documentary the next 2 days. Like I said, I'm going to really pick it apart really good for you guys and show you how weak it is, and it's one-sided. And if they ever allowed me to do it, it would be completely different. And you'd get real questions and real answers. Now we'd be getting to the whole fact of the matter. But so, right now, the big news is that the James in the Michael Jackson with the documentary and the molestation allegation. Right now, the big thing is that the Safe Check's allegation that he was molested in the train station, that has been completely proven false. That his timing of that was wrong. Okay, but you guys got to understand that we got to understand how it's going to happen in a courtroom and how easy it is. You people think that that's powerful. It's not. I can easily overcome that. All I need to do is get expert that is in the field, expert in the field of child molestation. And all I've got to do is get that expert on the stand and to say that years after the molestation has stopped, that time becomes very altered for these people, and they start to then displace and put themselves in positions that they were not aware of, and things like that can occur where they're seeing themselves and thinking this occurred, but it's because they're so damaged. And actually, she could create for Safechuck a form of a split personality syndrome that was caused by the vicious monster, the demon predator Michael Jackson. Okay, that's all they got to do. And boom, any of your little allegations, what you think are proving stuff, it's crushed. You guys have no idea of the power of the literal fact that you've got two people saying Michael Jackson molested me for years and years. And those kids are proven, documented, spending amounts of time with Michael Jackson alone that's not proper. And that's why I'm telling you the other thing too, the Michael Jackson innocent statement right there, that he's not innocent. He's not a pedophile. If you want to say not a pedophile, that's fine. But when you're saying innocent, you're stupid, ignorant fools. Michael Jackson's guilty as hell. Was Michael Jackson a drug addict? Hell yeah. So now try and explain to me all of the times when Michael Jackson was alone with those kids. Now, was he under the influence of alcohol or drugs any of those times? Ever. If he was one time ever under the influence of alcohol or drugs while sleeping in the room with kids, he's guilty of something. It's real guilty shit. Michael Jackson faked a marriage to Lisa Marie Presley, lied his ass off. He's guilty of that. Michael Jackson had a fake marriage to Debbie Rowe, which led to 2 white kids being spawned, which Michael claimed to be the father of. And we all know he's lying. He's lying his ass off. He's guilty as fuck a whole bunch of things there. If I went through Michael Jackson's life and started picking apart the parts about him to show the lying, nasty, loser, horrible person he was, it's easy. It's abundant. But my story is the only one that justifies it, because there's a real victimization that happened to Michael when he was 10 years old. Only my story actually explains the stuff. But I'm not going to sit back here and say, Michael's an angel, he didn't lie. Any person that says that, like you stupid moonwalkers, and that's the other thing. A moonwalker is a slave of Michael Jackson. He victimized you. You're not his friend. You're not his fan. You are his slave. If you ever say Michael's an angel, he wouldn't lie. Okay, you're a slave. That's it. You don't belong in the world. You're a slave. And Michael Jackson intentionally did that to you. He victimized you and abused you and discredited your natural ability and process to go through life and have understanding and proper guidance of how the world really is. He abused you. This man is vicious in many ways. But is he a pedophile? Does that make him a pedophile? That's the question, what we're dealing with here. Was he a pedophile? I say no, and I say I can actually prove it. Not like this moron, oh, it's just getting wild. No, it does not get wilder. My story explains every single thing. No stroke job going on here. I'm not fucking making Michael an angel. I will make him out to be exactly what he was, and nothing else. And I'm gonna dismantle this documentary because it's worse than the Leaving Neverland. And any fans that support this, you're evil. You're a fraud. You're not in my world. My world is reality and truth. You guys are slaves and you're evil. And all you do is fucking attack me because I'm the real one here and you do not like my real presence being in your fake world. I will not tolerate any of your freaking pettiness. You guys are victims. I'm the free man here, and my words matter.